Hi there, welcome back to the channel. My name is Felipe. I'm a creative designer from Germany and originally from Brazil, but living in Germany for a long time, where I also have my creative design studio. So welcome to the video. I'm happy you're here. If you find some value from this video, give it a like, hit the subscribe. It will go a very long way. Appreciate that. All right, so today I just want to talk to you about a little bit about productivity and just review some of the mystery and the magic that is involved behind the way I work, behind my workflow, and how I get to stay or how I become insanely productive. There are some tactics I've never seen people use before. So get ready for that. Let's get into it. All right. So first of all, when you think about productivity and efficiency, what do you think about? Like in general and concerning your work in particular? I will be very interested to hear your guys' comments and telling me and explaining how you get to be so creative, how you get to be so productive and you get to be so efficient and effective, right? Which generally go hand in hand together, right? So let's divide us into different categories. I'm gonna start with health. Which is a very important part of everything we do, and the better you feel, the more you will be able to focus and to concentrate and to dedicate yourself to your job, to your career, to your calling, to your ikigai, right? So let's talk about health. I have a very poor health. I am in very poor health for several years now, chronic stuff, and it can be pretty bad, really bad sometimes. But I'm trying to equalize with some other measures that I'm taking. All right, so let me tell you about what works for me, what doesn't work for me. Okay, so first of all, supplements. I take lots of supplements, and it's not like I just take supplements. Like I've experimented with lots of supplements and found something that works for me. Okay, so off the top of my head, let me see. So I take coenzyme Q10, which is fantastic for focus, for clarity of mind. All right, I take it the night before, usually. I take vitamin D. There's really not too much, never too much vitamin D. You take it throughout summer as well, especially for office people who don't get to enjoy the sun the entire day and just enjoy part of it. So vitamin D, you can take it throughout the year. No issues there. I take CBD oil, which is cool for relaxation. I do feel a difference, even though I am I'm restarting my regimen, and so I'm looking into different oils. I think I take 5% because I'm very sensitive due to my illnesses to something like this. But yeah, it's totally useful, right? Then I take vitamin B complex, all of the B vitamins, which can generally be provided by animal food, right? Which I eat also every day, almost every day. So you're not gonna benefit from this only as a vegan or whatever. I I I'm not gonna get into that subject right now, otherwise I'm gonna go insane. Really. Anyways, I take amino acids, BCAAs, which are pretty good for recovery, right? From whatever exercise you do, or even if you go for a walk every day, for example, it does help your body process the recovery process, implement the recovery process in a better way. It gives you kind of like the building blocks of muscles, which are indeed amino acids, and so it's a useful complement. I would say if I were going to the gym, it would be more useful, but I still take it. Same with creatine, right? Even though with creatine, I do not see a huge difference. It can be also negative in terms of retaining water, right? So creatine can lead you to retain more water than usual, which can look like fat on your body or which can make you feel fat, at least, you know. Um, Let me think what else. Let me check just one sec. I have it over here. So, by the way, I think iron. Let me see. Like I got a couple here. Just go through them. I think it's easier before I forget anything. So everything I mentioned before, and then I also take selenium, which is a mineral, works together with zinc very well. Then I take vitamin D complex, as I mentioned. I take probiotics here. I'm not sure it has a huge effect, but I think it does help me digest food in a better way, right? Then I take this ashwagandha, which is good to take the top off, you know. NDH, that is fantastic. That is really, really good supplement. It's great for focus, and it truly helps. Let me see if I'm forgetting anything. Yeah, and also for sleep, I take melatonin, which is really cool. Not every day, but sometimes. And I'm just checking, see if I forgot anything for sure. But yeah, like eight, nine supplements. Oh, I also take alpha. What's it called again? Jesus. Alpha GPC. Alpha. I forget. Um, you in uridine, which is also part of the. It works on the nervous system. Uridine, but it takes a while to build up. You know, but it's for recovery purposes as well. And let me think. I think that's it, pretty much. um, yeah, and naturally, I'm not going to talk about nutrition itself because that is a huge topic, um, and it's a huge monologue by itself. But a measure that I've been taking for the last 4 years is to fast until the evening, so I don't eat anything until the evening. Also, I forgot apple cider vinegar is good against the hunger. If you feel like a little bit hungry throughout the day, um, combine apple cider vinegar with salt. That's gonna give you that's gonna reduce the hangry feeling that you might get, especially at the beginning. So yeah, so I fast until the evening. I used to do like 2-3 day fasts, just water and tea and coffee, and black coffee, basically. But that's too much. So I just do like a um, daily fasting until the evening. So I generally only have one meal in the night, in the evening, and it's been a game changer for me. It just allows me not to be distracted by food and to skip lunch, right? Which is more time for me, which I like. So I place the value much more on using lunch break or something on for something else, you know. And then in the evening, I just eat in 20 minutes, and then I'm good to go. Yep. So it's taught me how not to think about food too much, not to crash throughout the day. Very important, which can happen, especially if you have too much coffee and energy drinks. Um, so yeah, it's fantastic for focus, and it's great. It's just fantastic. You should try that out. Also, in that context, check out Dr. Fung's. Fung, I think was his name. Fung or Fang, I'm not sure right now. He's a pioneer of fasting, and you find him like on YouTube. If you just type in like Dr. Fung fasting or something, you're gonna find him. And he explains the concept behind it, and it's fascinating what happens to the body in that respect. So that's like generally what I ingest, and naturally, little bit A lot, like, okay, a lot of coffee. I just love coffee in its different forms. Okay, so much for what I ingest daily, right? Um, what else? Mindsets. I have a lot of productivity hacks in my mind when it comes to mindset. So for example, a very important phrase I heard was "you gotta show up every day." So even if you're feeling sick or ill, or you didn't sleep at all, or you broke off, you broke off with your girlfriend, or you just been fired from a job. So despite whatever stress your mind is going through, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, despite whatever stress, you can also implement some of those thought and mindset rules. So one of the sentences, one of the main phrases that stay with me was indeed show up. Because I have my own business, I can start work whenever I want. I can work from anywhere. Um, but it does help to keep that in mind. If I'm sick or something, I still gotta show up. If I don't feel creative at all, such as today, I feel really bad today. I barely slept. So you gotta show up, even if you just produce one line of text the entire day. You know, you gotta show up. You gotta be there. Okay, so that's mindset, a very important mindset. Another one that comes to mind is um, Jesus. Why am I forgetting that? Can't remember the name of the concepts. I think it's because I'm so used to doing them that it kind of just drops off my mind. Let me think. Let me think for a second. Yeah. So show up, very important. Also, right. In also when it comes, for example, to portfolio projects or to SaaS, which I'm developing a couple of at the moment. You're not gonna see the financial benefit for a long while, right? For a long time, most of the cases. So kind of like expecting your work to be better if you have a financial incentive, such as client projects, doesn't always work. So another mindset shift would be to detach yourself from monetary value and tell yourself that if you're good at something, you're truly good at something, then money will automatically come with that. You know, naturally, you gotta put yourself out there and do marketing, networking, etc., etc., etc. Naturally, I'm not saying anything against that. That's all correct. But in the long term, what you want to do is to invest in yourself, because if you're the best at something, then the money is going to come and you are not going to be motivated via this financial incentive, which is counterproductive if you're developing something where you can see the benefits only in 5 years. It's like investing in stocks, like long term in classic blue chip stocks. So you're not going to see any revenue for the next 2, 3, 5, 4 years, maybe more, maybe less. So detach yourself from that money obsessed mindset. I know it's difficult sometimes, truly, but you gotta find some other type of motivation. All right. What else? Let me think. What do I do every day? Naturally, meditate. Meditate is fantastic for learning how to focus, how to breathe, how to speak better as well. So meditate. Don't undervalue it. Totally. Going for walks, thoughtful walks is what I call them. So you gotta be meditating while you're walking basically. So it's like a dolphin that is sleeping while at the same time moving, or half its brain is sleeping and the other half is, well, working, I guess. So yeah, going for thoughtful walks, especially in nature, that is very good to calm you down, to de-stress you, and to make you regain focus and purpose. So I totally recommend that. As I mentioned before, um, de-stressing is very important. So I got myself plants in your office, in your room, even though they're plastic plants. they don't look plasticky, right? I think they're pretty good. That comes with them. Like, it's scientifically proven that when surrounded with nature or even surrounded by fake nature, just the placebo effect is going to be enough for you to de-stress a little more. So what I like now is to see the plants in the stream. I love that. And I didn't have that until like 2 weeks ago. I had a normal plant, but it died again. So I said, I'm just going to get plastic ones. So as I said, even plastic ones have a placebo effect, which is very cool. Okay, let's talk about software and the technical part a little bit, because that's a major part of it. So I have, first of all, let me just tell you a little bit about my equipment. I have TKL keyboard, which is clicky. I love the sound. It's very nice. 1 second. Yeah, right. So where was it? I just had to pick up the phone. Meditation, yeah, do not underestimate its power. It is ridiculous. Meditation is a very, extremely, supremely powerful trick. Oh yeah, I was talking about the technical part. Okay, back to it. So I have a TKL keyboard, which is clicky. I love the sound. Motivates me. I have a media controller, which is used to turn up loudness and change tracks, because I often like to listen to something when I'm working, like be it music or podcasts or etc. And so I get to click quickly, next song, volume, mute, etc. etc. I have 4 screens that I work on directly, in a 5th second cell phone screen, which is up. I can't show it to you because the camera won't reach it, but yeah, I work with several different images at the same time, or monitors at the same time, because I like to have, on the one I like to have my to-do list, on the other one I like to have a second perspective for design work, because of the breakpoints and web design sizes. The cell phone is also for checking responsive design, and I have a huge main monitor, which is like 40 inches, and that's been a game changer for me. If you can upgrade from your shitty laptop monitor, which is gonna really, really tighten up things, and get yourself a huge monitor, it's been a game changer for me. Totally. I have another secret. I'm not sure I'm gonna reveal it. So let's say if this stream gets enough views, like it's more than 500 views, I'm gonna review my most special, most secret trick that speeds up my workflow and explodes my productivity and efficiency. Yep. It's something I've never seen anybody else do before, but yeah, I'm gonna keep it to myself. Let's say the stream gets 500 views, then I'm gonna record a video showcasing that. And obviously, if you're new here, please do subscribe. Please do like. Totally helps my completely new channel. And if you do so, then yeah, then there are gonna be more chances that I review my major, fantastic little secret to explosive productivity. Yeah, I think that's a good rundown for now. I hope it's valuable. You can try some of these measures. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what measures you take in the comments below. And yeah, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for being here. Cheers.